Hello, once again, this is Tom. You're on the channel Three Basket Living. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of my garden as it is today, even though a lot of things are coming to an end, and that's a good thing because I kind of want things to hurry up so that I can get back to creating this soil foundation I talked about in previous videos. So basically what it comes down to is I have again tilled in my wood chips into my garden soil so that I can continue to break things down quicker and faster. And yes, they break down quicker and faster when I do that because I incorporate the abundance of indigenous microorganisms. I keep it moist, and I'm trying to build some foundation so that I'll have deeper root growth in the current ground level, so that I don't have to build up so much. But I haven't been very good at showing progress throughout the growing season. I did a little video on some weeding, how I control my weeds very successfully, very easily, and there's some plants in there, and I talked a little bit more about the garden update when I had some things planted, but you hadn't seen any fruiting probably going on. So that's what we're going to take a look at today. I'm going to walk out here to the shop so that you know that I'm doing what I said I was going to do, and I'm not inputting anything store-bought. I'm not bringing in a bunch of manures. All I'm utilizing is the things that I said I was going to utilize from the get-go. So just a quick update so that there's what one guy said. He kind of called me out, and rightly so. You should. If you're watching this on a device on the World Wide Web here, you should want some proof. And I apologize for not being sooner and quicker about it, but let's go take a look and see what we got. The proof and the pudding, or the pudding, yeah. Proof in the pudding, pudding in the proof, yeah, something. All right, so we're back, and as you can tell, there's the same garden here. Everything that I pretty much started on the last video or had going. Actually, I did not. I didn't have a lot of stuff in the ground yet. But just the same old, you know, around here. Here's the shop and some sweet potatoes going, potatoes back there, the garlic beds. And then we'll just take a look out here and show that even though I've tilled the wood chips in this, the garden soil once again, that I'm still able to produce without the fear of nitrogen being robbed from the ground so much that the plants can't survive and thrive. I do claim though about utilizing my homemade liquid fertilizer up on previous videos, and that's all I have inputted into here other than what I did in the off season, like wood ash and so forth. So here we are, because I got a lot of things that I need to take out of here, and I've taken so much food out of here and haven't shown anything because I just forgot, got lazy, and well, I'm not a very good YouTuber, so you'll just have to forgive me. But I'm going to try to catch you up before I take out too much more, because I got some neighbors wanting some things, and I got some things that I'm just getting bombarded with, and a lot of things going on. So this is that luxury pie squash. I'm trying to let it come to an end, but it still keeps wanting to go, and I got to take some of these guys off here. I did not anticipate... these guys are nice and healthy. I wasn't anticipating this being that big on these guys. I thought they were going to be about softball, maybe a little bit bigger than softball size. I've never grown them before, and word is that these are the best squash to make homemade pumpkin pies, which I plan on doing. So I got to take them things off. There's some of the Chicago pickling cucumbers, just been overloading me. Tomatoes that I decided not to prune this year. I do need to do some more tying up. I'm not too concerned about it. And the tomatoes they're all coming strong, healthy, and hard. I've been picking tomatoes. Cantaloupe here. I stopped messing with it, but still big fruits on here. Cantaloupe just keeps coming. So no depriving of nutrients on these plants. All those butternuts I said I was going to be overwhelmed with for this little place, it has turned out to be true. Just bombarded with those, and they just keep coming, keep coming. I did go ahead and put in some peppers, some cayennes. They're all flowering. All the cayenne is growing nice and healthy, except this here is not cayenne. I don't know what I did here. It's I'm guessing it might be poblano, but I got something mixed up in my seed, but that's okay. I'll take it. I got volunteer cantaloupe. I need to pick a lot of this tonight and get it off the vine. They just keep coming. I got the tomatoes. Well, these are the Chadwick tomatoes that I put in later, but they just keep coming healthy, and I'm not doing a whole lot of maintenance to anything. The zucchinis, they're coming to an end, or I'm trying to let them come to an end. I went ahead and pruned this one, but it's coming back for more. But that's all right. I'll go ahead and eat it, I suppose. I'm trying to let that go so I can pull all this stuff up. And I was trying to let this go, but evidently I got a few more zucchinis back here that I can still throw on a grill, because that's kind of too big for me eating on my zucchini unless I throw it on the grill. But it was nice, healthy, and lush. The beans are done. I'm trying to let them dry up and just collect remaining pods for seeds. The peas were done. The beans, the peas, and the Blue Lake bush beans, they're pretty much done. And I probably got about 3 or 4 flushings off of all of these. The corn was a failure. I think I mentioned that in the previous video. With all that rain, we had somewhere like 10, 11, maybe 12 inches of rain in the month of May, and I planted way too early. Got a hard frost afterward, and I did not replant. The broccoli's done, bolting. I'm going to collect seed off that. The Market More cucumbers, they're killing me. I mean, I cannot eat that much cucumber, but I have given, I don't know how many baskets of cucumbers left. Harvested last night, and they just keep on coming. So I'm going to be making more pickles with those, grilling and dehydrating. But you see, everything is still nice and healthy. Tomatillos, I didn't do a good job staking, but I mean, everything seems to be okay and not deprived of nitrogen. My fertilizer and everything else in the soil seems to be suffice, even with all these wood chips still tilled in. I decided I want to go ahead and put in a late watermelon plant, because I want my own watermelon. I like my own watermelon, and I'm going to do that. Yellow plum tomatoes, they're late planting, but they're coming on strong. I better show some fruiting, or people ain't going to believe me, I guess. But they'll be coming on pretty heavy throughout these 2 rows. Bell pepper plants, they're very late in getting in the ground, so they're small right now, but they're already trying to give me some fruit on the bell peppers. All the plants, I did lose one, and I forgot about this cantaloupe. I come out a day or 2 ago, and boom, I lost a cantaloupe plant, but it was producing fruit. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe got infested by something. But I had 3 harvests of radishes in there. I'm letting those go to seed so I can collect some more of my own seed off radish. I think I can do that. I haven't collected seed off radish before. So looking around now, I did say I wish things were growing at the time back then in that video when I had just gotten things started, because there's a lot of people that are scared and doubting about the fact that I can till my wood chips into the soil without making all these crazy amendments and just usually using my own fertilizer. My spaghetti squash, they're done, and I didn't want any more, but they were nice, lush, and healthy. I'll go ahead and pull these off the vine probably tomorrow, but everything seemed to grow pretty nice and healthy and big. All these spaghetti squash here. So I got plenty for me for right now, and maybe a neighbor or two that I want to share with. The beets, I think I got a picture of the beets. I already harvested them. I'll probably plant some more if I work that up, and the wood chips are decomposing in these beds quite well. I ate plenty of asparagus this year, and I got to dig up my experimental garlic bulbs out here. So take one last look around here, and I think everything should be visible enough to show that even though I make these claims, I'm not trying to fool anybody. I'm still not purchasing any store-bought fertilizers and amendments and stuff like that. So there we go. There's the garden, and let me make sure I get it behind me here, you know, that so nobody's doubting that I'm still in the garden. There we go. You can. These things that I'm telling you that are very low cost, effective, efficient, it works. You know, you just gotta have a little common sense and faith. And if the ground needs some more fertilization, just give it to it, and do it as economically and as frugal as you possibly can, and as self-sustaining as you possibly can. I will say this. The watering, I'm not used to doing all this watering. Now I remember what it's like, especially for so many folks out there, because that is the huge benefit of the wood chip covered type garden, or some still want to refer to it as back to Eden. Man, do I miss the wood chips. I miss that wood chip covering so much. I can't wait to get them back on. So I'm going to try and let everything just come to a head. Give me what it's going to give me so I can hurry up and pull everything out and till it one more time, and then add my fertilizers, some more IMOs, and just get this ground working. Right now, I think we're about end of July here. Hot as hell. But I really want to get done with this. I got more food than I have storage. So I kind of went a little too much for myself this year, and I'm so looking forward to getting back to a more manageable garden, like the wood chip covered garden or a back to Eden style garden. But the whole point of me doing the tilling is to build that foundation because of all this hard rocky clay soil I got. So I just wanted to kind of give an update and show that you can till the wood chips in. Go back and listen to the video. I might explain some more things in the previous videos if you're not catching on right now. And don't fear it. Get that soil built so you can come to an ease, if you will, and have a more pleasurable and manageable, less time consuming garden for your homestead, your property, especially with the coming times ahead, is what it seems like anyway. So I hope that helps, and I hope that gives some people encouragement into what I'm saying and what I'm doing. Have a nice day. If you found anything beneficial or edifying in any of the videos, just pass it along to other people and share. You don't have to solicit the channel. You don't have to do all that stuff. Just share any information that might help or be beneficial to somebody else. May all your branches become full of fruit, and I'll try to catch you next time. Whoa.